So one more here from Cole Valley, which is the neighborhood where the 49ers used to play here in San Francisco. Kezar Stadium is just about a block away, and we're going to walk by Zazie, which I just talked about in another video. One of my favorite brunch spots. But I have a quick little anecdote story from the 49ers locker room after the game against the Saints. As you know, Jimmy Garoppolo got beaten up. 7 quarterback hits, and there were some vicious ones. I mean, he was even talking about at least one of them being dirty on the knee after the game. So Jimmy Garoppolo was bruised. He's not hurt, but the 49ers need to do a better job of protecting him. But I was in the locker room after the game, and Brian Griese, new 49ers quarterbacks coach this year, walked up to Jimmy Garoppolo, and he was just checking in on him. They had a good conversation, asked how he was doing, obviously after taking such a physical beating in that game. And I just thought that it was a revelatory moment, because you think about the infrastructure that the 49ers set up to coach Trey Lance right at that quarterback position. They brought in Brian Griese, first-time quarterbacks coach, but it's a team effort, really. They built an entire infrastructure to develop Trey Lance. Bobby Slowick is the pass game coordinator. Clay Kubiak is the assistant quarterbacks coach. And even Kyle Shanahan has a hand in this. I mean, Anthony Lynn, a former head coach, is on the staff. I'm sure he has some words of advice, even though he's technically the running backs coach. But this was an entire infrastructure that was built to develop Trey Lance. And I think that Jimmy Garoppolo is really benefiting from it now. He's playing the best football of his career. Interception rate down under 2%, down to 1.3%. That's a top 5 number. I'm going to talk more about that in another video. But you look at Brian Griese and the entire cadre of 49ers quarterback whisperers, and they've done a hell of a job. And I thought that that moment with Brian Griese going up to Jimmy Garoppolo at his locker after the game against the Saints was telling. By the way, former 49ers quarterbacks coach Rich Scangarello, who left to be the offensive coordinator of Kentucky, he was fired today. So he didn't even last a full season at Kentucky. And I think that it's becoming clear based on the results that we've seen from Jimmy Garoppolo at the quarterback position that the 49ers have upgraded that assistant coaching situation from Scangarello to Brian Griese and company. And that anecdote and Jimmy Garoppolo's performance has really, I think, illustrated that here in the past few days.